Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Dr. Stone, Season 2, Episode 6. So, last time we made paper, which we then turned into, use like a resin kind of thing to turn it into kind of carbon fiber-ish. Not exact, but close enough. It was able to withstand the blow of the spear, and then we wrapped our tank in it, so our tank is now even more beefy, or I guess it went from like kind of a cart to a tank, right? It wasn't really a tank before, and now it is. But unfortunately, we have Tsukasa, who has figured out uh, that what Tanjiro is up to with pretty much no evidence. If you want to hear my opinion on that, I'm not gonna rain down on the parade. It's fine. I really like last episode, with the exception of a few things. But if you want to hear some of those like dislikes, you can go to the discussion of the last episode where I talk in depth about it. But anyway, really cool getting that going. We also had in the beginning, we had like the airless tires and everything being made too, which was cool. And the whole deal with the old people being like, we're gonna stay behind and just hope nothing happens. And like, that's where I thought they were gonna be like, oh, we're old, if something happens, just forget about us. But he's like, no, I think you're gonna win before anything happens to us, so here's that added pressure. Good luck, Senku. So, I guess we'll see. But yeah, we have Chrome, who's planning on trying to escape on his own, so that way he can be the one to save his friends. So I'm excited to see that aspect. I'd love to see Chrome pull out some science shenanigans with whatever he has in his little cell. I guess we'll see. So let's start, shall we? We're gonna hear in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Just that easy, huh? Running his mouth like hell. What's with Kohaku's hat? Did she just make it for fun? Oh, this guy. Police officer. Is his name Yo? Or does he just like saying Yo? Oh, Yoken. Okay, I guess that's his name. A crazy policeman. Is that commentary on something? I guess we are getting pretty close to this already. I wonder if this opening is a spoiler, in that we're not gonna, like, they were talking about trashing. I guess I could just make another one, but they were talking about trashing, and like, it's disposable, right? Their tank. But we see it right here in the opening, and a little earlier, where it's even more upgraded than it was before. So either they made a new one, or it doesn't, something happens where it doesn't get trashed. I feel like releasing a crazy policeman from Stone is not a good idea. Prison Break. Alright. Let's go. I need to watch that show. All that big talking. So his big science thinking was to try to like dig through the wall. He's trying to channel Senku energy. Thought he shit his pants or something with that pause. He just has a. I saw something in his hand before. I should have paid more attention, but yeah, he just legit has a police baton stick. I feel like that'd be able to break so easy if it came in contact with one of Senku's swords. What? Are we like seeing what Yo did as a cop? Yep. Jesus. Oh my god, he almost got shot. Oh, okay, well. Jesus. This is the kind of person you release in the world, Tsukasa? Yeah, now I can be a fucking... Already trying to throw himself up there. Put himself in a leadership position. Well, I think this is one of the people that we do not even want to try to turn to our side. The monkeys. Come on, Chrome. You got this. Yeah, buddy, let's go. They just communicate without words. Alright, so they take him out so he can go to the bathroom. Man, they take him far away to go to the bathroom. Just piling shit in his pants. This is my loot. Aw. This is a great Chrome focus episode. Did I hear you just say you're trying to escape? Okay, make a fire. I mean, yeah. Sure. Senku couldn't either. Maybe you could use science to spin it faster. Oh shit! Who? Ukio, maybe? Or, our Taiju, or... yeah, maybe one of them. Oh my god. That shot. The first one was funny where he was like, oh, and it was like just see-through in his pants. Uh-oh. Damn. He's just thinking that. Man, he almost... the one chance he had almost screwed that up. Well, let him think you're an idiot. This guy. But whatever, it makes them underestimate him. Chrome, don't say it. Yeah, there you go, buddy. Yep, just... just abandon that pride, my man. Oh. Did that give him an idea? Oh, shit. How do you get seawater, though? Could you, like... sweat? I guess your sweat is kinda... Is that the same, though? Alright, buddy. Will this work? Will it work with sweat? I hate the idea of, like, a giant cup of sweat. Is it? It looks like it's sizzling a little bit. Oh! Oh! Alright. Can you get out, though? Get out of there, don't get caught, please, buddy. It's gonna make so much noise. Oh, nice. You beat him up. Yeah. BSing skills. I love how Chrome just channels everybody. He's gonna pole vault? Yeah. Hell yeah. Alright, does he remember them all? He was watching. I love him getting humbled already. Oh, please get away, buddy. I kind of wish he was able to do it without having to be given a battery. It would have been really cool if he figured out a way, but... Yeah, of course this crazy fuck's gonna be after him. Come on, Chrome. Come on, use your science, maybe? Or use your knowledge of the primitive world, maybe, too. This is where he was before, right? Or similar? Oh... Oh man, I want this guy even more humbled, even after already being humbled once. Oh. What? Oh! Chrome, what did you do? Is he fucking with him? Did he grab some berries or something? Oh shit! He's fucking with him, right? They have the cure for pneumonia. The nut shot! Yeah! He trained that one. You don't gotta be a modern policeman to know the weak spot. He just runs off. He must have grabbed some berries or something when he was running and used that as fake blood. Will she see him free? Oh, the hat is like cover, right? Wow. Did they? Oh, Kohaku probably went and got him. Okay. I was gonna say, how did he know where they were camped out? Oh, no, he just figured it out. Oh, nice. Okay. I guess that makes sense. I just hope it wasn't planned. What if it was Tsukasa that gave him the battery back so he could follow? Nice. Good shit. Hmm. Nice. Oh. Wait, is it real? Okay. Oh, damn it, Chrome. Ah. Okay. Cool. I like how he used one of his own tricks. Not even something he learned from Senku. Yep. Damn. Alright, great episode. I loved it. It was like pretty much all Chrome focused. Him escaping. Fantastic. I loved it. I'm a little worried about the battery thing. I'm assuming it's all good. But like, what if it was Tsukasa that gave him the battery, knowing he'd figure out a way to escape and then follow him to wherever Senku's camped out? But if he was planning on doing that, why would he bother making all the pitfalls to lure him in, right? So I feel like that's completely wrong. Because, I mean, unless he just is working multiple plans, like, if he figures out how to escape with this, we'll follow him, that's one plan. If he doesn't, Senku will come here with his vehicle and be screwed, but now that Chrome escaped, we don't have to waste the tank, which is what I was just saying during the opening. Seeing how upgraded that tank was, I was like, maybe it's the same one and we don't lose it. So, it's pretty cool. But yeah, man, I actually should just probably wait till the ending is done at this point. Because it's just about done. Yeah. Alrighty, guys. That is it for episode 6. Yeah, fantastic. I will be the first to tell you that I have a big thing about people that are overconfident, especially people that are so blatantly and loud about being overconfident like Yo is. It just makes me want to tear them down. I have a couple friends in my group. I talked about this in one of my other reactions somewhat recently. I can't even remember which one now. But like they sometimes get in that mindset of, oh yeah, I'm the best, look how good I am at this. And like when they get that way, I have that, you know how Chrome wanted to just announce everything, like, oh no, I have a battery, you idiot, and I know how to do this different science stuff that like you probably don't even understand how to do, right? It's like I get those urges, and sometimes I resist, but then other times, like, you know, like I have a friend playing Elden Ring right now, and it's like, oh look, I just shit on this mob. Oh look, I just shit on this boss. Oh look, I just shit on this. I just shit on that. It's like, oh, I'm so good at this game, and I'm just like, and then when I see him die like 20 times to a boss, I just want to be like, oh, look how good you are at the game. And the funny thing is, the thing that makes me so annoyed with that is, I know this is a rant on something else, but the person that does this is the same person that looks up guides and overlevels everything, right? Like, he follows a guide to have the perfect build. Like, right when he made his character, he went and got all the perfect items. He got to like level 50 or something, and then got his weapon to like plus 16 on Elden Ring before even fighting the first boss, and then talk shit when he like destroys the bosses. And it's like, oh my god, dude, we go and fight those when we're like level 10. Like, what are you even bragging about? But it's stuff like that where I love seeing overconfident people humbled because of just some of that stuff in my personal friend group that I deal with. I always just want people to get humbled like that. So I was the same way when they were all making fun of Chrome. I just so badly wanted, like, I know he couldn't have announced it. It would have been stupid. But when he finally broke out and everything, I love that he was able to, you know, we saw Yo sitting there be like, what? He melted the rope? Like, what science is this? And stuff like that. And then and then he got overconfident again when he caught up to him, like, oh, you think you can beat me in a fight? I'm a modern trained policeman, you know? And like, then he just does this awesome bluff and beats him in a fight, really. I mean, sure, what Chrome did is kind of a scummy way to win a fight, but if you're not a fighter going against someone that's trained, sometimes that's what you gotta do, you know? You gotta do what you gotta do to survive. This isn't like, sure, maybe if this was like a sports match or something, I could see like, oh no, you have to follow the rules and fight with a style and a technique, but no, this is life. This is just survival. Like, do whatever you need to. That's how I've always felt. I've always felt like nut shots and everything is fine if it's just for survival. But we got to know about Yo, who is a crazy policeman. We saw him in the previous life where he, you know, didn't really fit in well because he's just the definition of police brutality, it seems like. I can't help but think that maybe this was some kind of social commentary on the way that some of the American police have been recently. I wonder if it was supposed to, like, be making fun of that in a way. But anyway, like, I can't believe, like, I don't know. I sometimes don't understand Tsukasa because he's trying to make a better society. That's the whole reason he's not releasing these adults, right? But instead he's releasing these like sociopathic kids, or I mean, and he was a policeman, so that guy must have been an adult. So once again, we have another example of someone who's clearly an adult, right? Also, I feel like a lot of those like buff guys are adults as well, but he was claiming he just wants to release kids. Maybe by kids is like a loose term, when he said that. Maybe he just meant like young adults, people who, you know, essentially I think what Tsukasa wants to do is he wants to get rid of all the boomers, right? And leave the earth to the next generations, I suppose. But I don't know, it's just the way that Tsukasa does things kind of just confuses me a little bit, because sure, I'm sure Tsukasa's confident in the fact that he could control Yo, but what if Yo did somehow win in a fight against Tsukasa and got control? Like, what would the world be like if Yo was the leader? And we already see him being like, oh, you think you know the top three? We have Tsukasa, we have Hyoga, and then who is the other one? Was Ukyo up there with the top three that he mentioned? It might have been. But either way, he's like, but there's really four, and I'm one of them. And it's like, he's already trying to, like, put himself in the place of power. And someone like that who just, you know, screw having trials, screw having whatever, just, he did something bad, kill him, you know? And it's like, sure, to an extent, but what about you, right? Like, I don't know, it's... Now that there's no rules, what rules does he follow? And that's the scariest part, is, like... I mean, there's nothing Chrome really did, right? I mean, I guess you could claim, like, trespassing if he wants to try to claim borders, but Tsukasa's already against borders, right? That was his whole thing, is he doesn't want claiming land and stuff like that. He said that's what ruined the world before. So if you're going to claim that Chrome trespassed and that's the law that he broke, it's like, is that a law worth, like, killing someone for? I know we haven't had Yo be like, oh, I want to kill this guy, why are we even keeping him in prison? But, like, I don't know. It's just, I feel like someone with Yo's mental state isn't one that should be awake in this world. I can kind of respect a little bit of what Tsukasa's doing, and the people who follow him and believe what he's doing are right and only do enough violence to achieve that end. Sure, I can understand it and maybe see their justification, but I feel like Yo's the kind of person that would eventually just go off and hurt people just because it seems like that's what he likes to do, right? So, I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but he did not seem like someone that should be awake in this world, but... And that makes me, like, lose a little bit of respect for Tsukasa's plan. Like, I've always been Team Senku. You know, I've made that abundantly clear. I much prefer the modern world to what they're living in, because fuck that looks boring as shit, just standing there all day guarding a cell or something. It's like, also, why do they have to guard that cell? Like, if there are no rules, like, why Tsukasa should be the one that has to guard it or something, you know? What makes some of the people, like, grunts and some of the people higher-ups, and I don't know, it's just... If you're gonna have people at the top of the food chain, or not the food chain, that's the wrong word, but, you know, if you're gonna have people lording over you, then how's that different from what the old society was, and what Tsukasa's, like, supposed to be against? But, anyway... but without order, there's chaos, so once again, I don't agree with that either. So it's really a tough concept to try to understand what Tsukasa's trying to truly achieve, and the idea that he wants to try to stop, like, I feel like humanity's always gonna progress towards change, and, like, I feel like you can't stop that. Like, maybe for, like, your lifetime you might be able to stop that, but, I mean, what's gonna happen when you die? I mean, maybe he just doesn't care, right? But I also feel like sometimes you make little exceptions, and sometimes those little exceptions add up, right? Like, maybe Tsukasa's like, okay, we need to figure out how to cure pneumonia because I don't want to die to pneumonia, so you make that exception, and now you have medicine, you know? And then it's like, oh... we need to be able to survive these winters a little more, so you do some kind of science thing to survive the winters a little better, right? And then you do another little science thing to do this, and you're slowly adding in these science things that you were originally against, and maybe 10, 20, 30 years down the line, you are now a science civilization again. and that progression starts speeding up and things just go back to the way they were. And I feel like that's kind of like what humanity like strives for, that kind of evolution in our technology and everything. So he's trying to stunt that and force it down, but I don't think that's going to work in the long run. But anyway, that's just some of my viewpoints. But I love this episode, Chrome going out and just filling his pants full of shit. And I love how some of it came to use. Like, he did try to make the spark, and it's kind of cool that that did fail. And I did say during the reaction, it does stink that he wasn't able to do it fully by himself. Someone gave him that battery so that way he could escape. And it's like, okay, like, sure, that's great. It would have been really cool if he figured out some science way to get out on his own. But he still took that battery, and just the battery alone wasn't enough. He did still have to do some science to get out. He had to, use his sweat. And I love that it wasn't the same chemical he was trying to make, but it was still a chemical that worked. So that was really neat as well. But man, but I like how he just used everything too. Like, there were random things to make like the. So it makes water red, right? So did it just make his spit red? Is that just what it was? But I love that he just accidentally collected those materials too and used those, and that was one of the things. And he was able to prep for that ahead of time. Like, oh, maybe I could use this to do this, right? Like, once I escape. And I'm glad that he thought that far ahead and all that. So just very cool stuff, very fun episode. I loved following Chrome. Chrome's a really cool character, and I'm glad he was able to escape on his own, and he even found the camp on his own because he saw the way that Suika left when she ran off. So that was very cool. Anyway, I think that's going to be it for me. I can't wait to watch more, man, I can't believe we're already 5 episodes away from this season being done. But thank you guys. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more. Early access tier gives you 2 more episodes ahead of time right now. Same with my other shows as well. Check that out. The Patreon show tier will give you things that aren't even released yet. Like for live action shows, Last of Us is on there, Stranger Things Season 3 and 4. And I started Watchmen now, which is a crazy show. Those episodes should be coming up pretty soon on the Patreon. So, and for anime, I'm watching Frieren, which is a great anime as well, and the rest of Symphogear's on there. So check all that out if you guys are interested in more content. Thank you guys, and I will see you in my future reactions. Bye-bye.